Good morning, everyone. This is Bremster. I don't even know my own name. And of course, I'm going to play a little bit more. It's going to be tempting to jump back into this save at some point, but this save is getting up to this one, but very scary. Nearly 50 hours in 2 weeks. Hey, butterfly. So this is Eternal. Share Korvax revelations with Nada. Speak to a Gek cartographer. Starship is a strange signal recording distorted. Don't remember that one. Hey Keith, where is Dreams of the Deep happening? It's not telling me where Dreams of the Deep is happening. Huh. Let's do the early morning. I'm still in Siskid, right? Yeah, I am. So, I don't know how many of you watched Felinae's streams from last night. I watched a little bit of them when she told me she got a new ship and a new multi-tool. Which apparently she did exactly the same way that I did them early on, which was buying them. Dreams of the Deep. Weak trace signal detected. Okay, so it was happening in this system. Construction opportunity. Keeps wanting me to build another starship dock, doesn't it? So let's do that, because if I remember correctly, it was quick. And I'm assuming it's going to put it next to the other one, right? No. Over here. Nope, not over here. Over here.
Incoming storm.
Nope, the first one I built was real quick. Maybe it bugged out. Now, I'll need to remember to come back to my colony to do that Dreams of the Deep quest. So what I should do is make a note, which is Dreams of the Deep. Journal. Dreams of the Deep seems to be in system where colony is. There we go. Because what I want to do it's okay, butterfly. It was probably quite a distracted one because we had a lot of people in the house last night. Fleet Command online. Visited market in Ozdokiat system. Entered Korvax space, cryo pumps, controlled space, superconductors. Noise. Purchased hazardous materials. The small ship was called home for repairs. At which point everything started going bad. Got sac venom. Units, nanites, units, Herox. Uh-oh. Carbon, units, discontinued, activated emerald. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with these, whether I'm supposed to just sell them or not. And from my exosuit, I want to sell some sac venom. He's somewhere. Hey, Eric. Critically damaged, and it's my A class. Terraport aboard. The damaged component is where? Do you think it's on this side or the other side? I think it's on the other side. I think it's the airlock again. It's randomly always the airlock, which I think is the furthest away from the door, from where I teleport in. Four power cuts. Holy cow. We with so many people in the house last night, we drained our battery dry. Well, not completely dry. There's always there's a minimum that'll only go into and if there's a complete power cut. Wow, so I'm not sending any of my A's out. The only thing... This is a real gamble, but I'm doing that. And that just leaves me this. What was it again? It's a trade mission. Yeah, I can't do it. That was probably too big a gamble. That could just be the... Oops, I went to the wrong mold farm. That just could be it getting confused about the order they were published. And it's really not worth me going in and... I don't know, maybe it is.
Technology recharge.
You can... It sometimes gets confused, particularly if you do multiple streams on the same day, about which streams happened in which order. I'll have a look. I won't do it now because I'm... Hey, Mirko. I didn't realize how tired I actually am. But yes, this time tomorrow, no, I'll still be in bed, but I'll be very, very close to leaving on a jet plane. I know exactly when I'll be back again. They left us. Duty bound to follow them, but I know where it will end. If you receive this, follow my coordinates and secure the site in case I don't make it back. Please. My starship processes the coordinates from the stranger's message. The transmission is decayed over time, but the location appears to be valid. I gotta go back, Casa. The flight itself is about 50 minutes, bit under. But, you know, getting through airport and everything, it'll probably take about 3.5 hours. And because I'm going with sporting equipment, don't ask, and everything, I will be arriving at the airport a couple of hours before. I'm not seeing anything. So I'm actually going to land and explore on foot. Interesting. When I hit that knowledge stone, I'll have gone too far. Probably. What's a phrase you would not expect to hear? Traveling with a Crokinole board, which according to an airline would basically classify as sporting equipment.
Protection falling.
Log 2015F. Breach event plus 407 souls. If you are listening, you have likely found our final log. I leave this trace as a memory of my fallen friends and a warning to others who may end up on our path. I cannot deny myself the vain hope that someone may find me, though I beg you, do not follow. The haunting transmission ends. I notice the stranger has left behind an upgrade for my aeration membrane. I upgrade the module. Its installation history contains the series number of its owner's starship. Perhaps I ought to follow. So this is a new quest that's been added to teach people about fishing, maybe? Unknown building with sentinels. I think I'm going to pass. Crokinole is so much fun. Oh, that's nice. They put an underwater... So, a marine shelter can be rapidly deployed on the seabed in the event of an oxygen or other exosuit life support emergency. Breach event, +4 souls. Most of the crew are dead. Only those of us already suited up when the asteroid hit survived the initial decompression. We were lucky that smaller starships were able to get clear before the hull imploded. None of our ships have hyperdrive capability. We should be able to retrieve the blueprints from the freighter's main databank. They would appear to have crashed in the deep ocean. Thankfully, we still have the plans for the Nautilin. I already have the Nautilin plans. Those were things I already had.
Shield down. Component repaired. Component repaired.
Now, somewhere up on the surface, this could be a problem.
Units received. Units received. Units received. Units received. Units received.
Yeah, so most serious board gamers I know use an app either called, I can't remember the old one. I use Fast First now. There was another one. Twazi was the other one we used to use. So I'm going to construct the Nautilin submarine back at my base, not here. Yeah, I'm going to head back to the space station. Check its missions. See if I want to do any of them. And if I don't, I'm then going to teleport back to my base. Although the Board Games BG Stats app now has a first player chooser as well. Multi-tool expansion slot with Explorer standing? Back to Kosa. I'm curious, what do people think is either missing from No Man's Sky, in No Man's Sky that shouldn't be, or changed in No Man's Sky? I'm interested in the discussion from people who watch it a lot but don't necessarily play, or play it.
Units received. Thermal protection falling. Units received.
Kind of in that direction. No, it's not. It's in that direction. Okay.
Units received. Units received. Units received.
That's what I'm looking for, I would say. Memories imbued into the rock long ago by the ancient Gek channel into my brain. I recoil, but I am compelled to somehow understand. I need 25 Mordite. I need more Mordite. I don't have any Mordite on me. Can I summon my freighter to me? I seem to have destroyed all conversation by asking the question.
Units received.
Uh-oh. Hang on, what? Did anyone else notice that mountain disappear? No. Don't put a new one down, just make it... Don't put a new one down, just make it go away. Oh, bloody hell.
Technology prepared.
Beautiful trapper's hammer. Bang, bang, Maxwell's silver hammer came down upon his head. Do, 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 do. Bang, bang, Maxwell's silver hammer made sure that she was dead. Do, 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 do. Not where I was going. I might check out that before I leave, but what I was looking for... That's one of them. That's one of them. And that's one of them. Oops. Oh, there was the building I saw. Oh well. It's probably nothing. He says as he leaves a drop pod behind. Keith, you're not asking a serious question, right? Or are you just trying to provoke me to start at the beginning? That's not Hamilton.
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
What country do you live in again, Keith?
Alert. Navigational data received.
I'm a little flabbergasted. Maxwell Edison, majoring in medicine. Maxwell's Silver Hammer is a track from Abbey Road.
Thermal protection falling.
Let's return to the missing agent. Okay, I figured you would know the Beatles. Just an assumption I made. Based on much of the cultural stuff that you have known over the time, I figured the Beatles would be fairly solidly in your repertoire. Now you're just taking the mickey. And it's way too early on a Sunday morning for that. And I am still a little hungover. Consult the galaxy map while in space. He wants me to go to Pololsborg. To Pololsborg! Abbey Road is really, really good and worth a listen. I mean, let's face it, the entire Beatles repertoire is really good and worth a listen. Abbey Road, I would definitely put in their top 3, possibly their best.
Units received.
Hello, Omsk. Where's Tomsk? I'm just really surprised that the Beatles has not entered into your repertoire in a big way. I just... like, actually flabbergasted. An aggression symbol, so I get the word divergence. Sorry, Keith. It's just someone with all of the stuff that you've chatted about over the time. It just little bit flabbergasted that the Beatles is not in your repertoire. It's fine. I mean, I'm kind of... It's one of those, oh my god, you're one of today's 10,000 moments. But it's normally from people who are, like, way younger. It's fine. I mean, if you've truly never listened to Abbey Road, it's like, oh my lord, you are in for a treat. Because you can only listen to experience masterpieces for the first time once. And you may not agree that it's a masterpiece, and that's fine. Now I'm questioning myself. Is Maxwell Silverhammer on Abbey Road or Let It Be? I don't know. Whatever. It's on one of them. Abbey Road is a brilliant album, but I can't remember which one it's on. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. There's some amazing... kind of like that ship too. That is so ugly. 112 million units. Haulers are really expensive. I will admit, I used to listen to a lot of classical, but I kind of fallen back on my favorites a lot recently. We were with my friends who were over for gaming last night. We were doing a lot of our theatre planning for 2025, and we bought tickets to Avenue Q in February. We bought tickets to Hadestown in June, I think it is. I will have seen it before we go as a group, but looking as going as a group, we bought tickets. They were talking about tickets to go see, oh god, opera, something in Eurydice. And unfortunately, it's while I'll be out of the while we'll be traveling for our anniversary. Fellas said, I want to go somewhere nice. It's like, that's fair. 3 of our last 4 anniversaries, we have been doing Hamilton, so she gets to pick this year. I'm on Blinners 4. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, isn't this pretty? To Blinners 4. I like the ice planet so much.
Units received. Units received. Units received. Units received. Units received.
Yeah, I thought it was Abbey Road, but you know what it's like when you tell someone something and then all of a sudden your brain is going, what if you're wrong?
Units received.
I mean, if I was wrong, I was wrong. It's like, it's not like, oh my god, how could you?
Units received. Units received.
But as soon as I said it, it was like, hang on, is it? I mean, you could spend a worse day than... Like, I often don't play much music during my streams. You could spend a worse day than loading up something like YouTube Music, which is a really good reason, by the way, to also have YouTube Premium as well as not getting ads. You get access to YouTube Music, which has a lot of... It's got a very large collection. Like, it's probably not as good as Spotify, but it's pretty damn good. In like almost every album I want to listen to is there. It's got all the Beatles albums, including a lot of the weird esoteric stuff. It's got all of Pink Floyd. It's got everything I want. But yeah, a bit of a desolate rock. Yeah, return to mission agent. Great, but I'm here now.
Ground protection falling.
It is. Let's do something about that. Let's use batteries.
Recharge.
So we're not sure.
Units received.
This is going to sound completely trite, but for a very long time, for our 2nd anniversary and our 10th anniversary, we went to Hamilton Island, which is a luxury island in Queensland. It is not related to the musical. The musical came out in 2015, and we've been going to this island since 2001. So Yeah. But it's just a really nice, relaxing spot. And we'll possibly go back there at the end of the year. Book in at one of the nice hotels, take a bunch of books. Ooh, okay, let's do... this for storage.
Units received.
I was trying to remember where they came from because I've been handing them in for rep, so
Falling.
it is still falling, isn't it?
Technology recharge.
Incoming message, fleet frequency, and then there was nothing. That seems like a bad omen, doesn't it? I really feel off my A game this morning. I'm just a little wasted. I've been inspired by your actions to craft a multi-tool of great power. It's not going to be a multi-tool of great power. I'll take it to make him feel good. Now, where's the farming section? I'm not outdoors. What are you talking about? I'm not outdoors. Oh, so I need to build... maybe those? Or is it these? No? Then how am I supposed to do the frost wart? Hydroponics tray. But that's what that is. It's a hydroponics tray. Can I never change what's in a hydroponics tray? Or do I need to edit place parts, delete the hydroponics tray, then place a new hydroponics tray, let's delete that, no, edit place parts, delete that, place a new hydroponics tray. Why can't I place... I need metal plating. I can do that. Okay. There you go. Where's the floor I saw? I saw a floor. There. What do you mean invalid position? Okay, let's demolish that then. I'm going to need to get some wooden parts before I can build my fishing base. Metal plating and crystal sulfide. I have crystal sulfide, I just don't have it here. So... first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go recharge, recharge. Then I'm going to summon in my freighter. What do you mean freighter cannot warp here? My freighter's been to this system many times. I think it was 2 I needed. It was 4, but they're here now, and then I need metal platings. So let's build 5 of them. Okay, what's the problem? Not deep enough?
Units received.
This is underwater. Okay. Not deep enough. Fine. Fine. Oh dear. I've learned how to make solar vine. Didn't want to go there. I wanted to click on that. Fungal cluster. It'll be a cluster fungal. Wait. I'm just going to put it all away. I'll worry about this later. Okay, what's next? Return to the technician. Hi, Gary. Work is almost concluded. Oh, this... How many times are you going to do this, me? What is going on? He just kept offering me boost modules over and over and over. Will it work in any exocraft? Looks like it. Not in that one, though. Because I've already overloaded that one. Well, don't like him much, so let's load him into... I hear the Nomad's fun, so let's just load them all into the Nomad. Okay. Now... I keep meaning to do that, don't I? I found this tiny little cluster of space, and I'm sort of, even though this galaxy is huge, I'm doing everything in this tiny small region. I found this stellar cluster and it is mine. And it's not giving me any details about the system. Discovered 1 week ago by Bremster, so I have been here before. It's been 1 week since I got to see all these planets, but never went to explore them. Oh dear. The planet hath worms. Nope, just worms.
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
And a storm, apparently. I have reached the location marked by my base computer. The remote archive terminal hums, awaiting my input. Was 00F00... I can't remember. Attempting to read memory at 0x000FF1A. That's right. The three of us journeyed to the center. The Sentinel, the First Spawn, and the Traveler. All children of Atlas, the Atlas, all hoping for some answer in the void. The First Spawn would not stop talking. It would not stop glorifying their cruel life of brutality and pain. One night they sang a song. A tale of a lost people. Of an armada of freighters fleeing the abyss. Of a world where every sentinel turned against every living thing, annihilating them all within moments. Laylaps showed no sign of understanding. It did not leave us, nor did it try and explain. Perhaps the sentinels were right. Ew. A B-class scanner module. What you do with a B-class scanner module is you install it and then you dismantle it. You go out this door, and then we dig up. Oh, there are storm crystals on this planet. Will I make it to them in time? Go for those ones, because that one is way closer. I have to do it. Even though I'm on a clock, I have to do it.
Weather update. Storm clearing.
And I'm going to miss the storm crystals. Yeah, they're gone now. See, no more storm crystals, they're just rocks.
Extreme toxicity detected. Units received. Units received. Units received.
Wow, that's a dragon type worm, isn't it?
Units received. Units received.
So Ignition would never believe what if it happened?
Units received.
I am losing track of what I'm doing, aren't I? I am quite tired. Good thing I'm going for a nice, relaxing holiday. It's not going to be a nice, relaxing holiday. I mean, it's going to be a nice holiday, but it's not going to be relaxing.
Units received. Units received. Units received. Toxic protection falling. Technology recharge. Extreme night toxicity detected.
I don't even remember why I came to this planet. Oh, that's right. It was the base computer thing. So what's the log telling me now? Search base computer archives. Oh, if a freighter crashed on me. Yeah, because I don't think that happens in this game. So yeah, that would be a problem, wouldn't it? I mean, you do get things like the blue thing falling over there is an asteroid fall, and you do get asteroids landing on you. Like that one where you see they're hitting the ground. Boom. Okay.
Extreme toxicity detected.
What's that planet? Torrid. Okay, so what are the others? Unknown. Frozen. Oh, actually, before I go there, what's that one? Corrosive. Not the space station. Let's go Let's go to Sycomnomy. Sycomnomy. Sycomnomy 11. They're going to Sycomnomy. And as always, I end up going to the dark. Why is it I never see planets in the daytime first? Like, whenever I first point myself at a planet, I'm always pointing myself at the dark side of the planet. Hang on, which one was Sycomnomy? Is that Sycomnomy? That's Sycomnomy. Let's go over here. I mean, finding like a drop pod right next to a crash freighter is literally going to be the fun thing. Like just flying past and there's a drop pod and a crash freighter right next to each other. There seems to be quite a lot of buried technology modules on this planet, doesn't there? So let's do some more hunting, because I want to... buy some crafting recipes. And I enjoyed that at the start of yesterday's stream, just running around gathering it. And this is a different looking planet to last time. Wow. I finally ran out of charge on my runic lens.
Technology recharge.
Yeah. Goodness gracious, great balls of nanites.
Units received.
Let's go see what's in the water. So, when we were doing some cleaning up to build Fell's office, we opened a drawer and there was a Casio watch in there that I was using just before we got married. We got married in 2000. The battery was still running. And you compare that to like the Fitbits and stuff that we're using these days, where you have to recharge them every 7 days.
Units received. Units received. Units received. Units received.
It used to be you would put a watch on and you would forget that it existed for, you know, ever. Like, you put a watch on and that was it. You just put your watch on. Occasionally there would be watches you would have to wind.
Units received.
We've really gone backwards in some regards.
Units received. Units received. Technology recharge.
Let's go that way, back to the module, and oops, back to the module, and see what I find.
Units.
Or is that one closer? That one is closer.
Units received. Units received.
I mean, I could try calling down an exocraft for this, I suppose.
Units received.
Because I think I can do something like... I may need to call in my freighter, and then I think I can... What? Okay, maybe I didn't build the thing. I thought... Maybe I didn't build the thing in my freighter base. But I thought the way it had been explained to me is if you built the... the module in your freighter, that you could summon your exocraft from your freighter. I'm a little confused.
Falling.
It's basically saying that there was no exocraft summoning station for that exocraft in this system. But I thought that building the exocraft summoning portal on my freighter was supposed to count. So... yeah, I'm not sure. And I thought I built that module. Maybe I didn't. Maybe the information I was given was wrong. Which is one of the things I find with No Man's Sky. People put up informational videos. The information becomes incorrect, or things change, or... it's just plain wrong, but people keep the videos up.
Units received.
So there's so much wrong information out there. How much did I get? I got a bunch. Orbital exocraft materializer. But I thought I built one. Yeah. No, I didn't. Now I've built one. I built the wrong thing. There we go. So let's head to the space station in this system. See if there's any missions. I like small bases. I like small bases. Space station. Actually, no. Before I do that, let's check in with my colony. Where I am building. Uh-oh. So, three Aronim. Damn. I didn't note the system I was in. I was just going to teleport back to my freighter, but I need to call my freighter into here. Okay, I'm going to teleport back to my freighter, note which system I'm in, or maybe it'll tell me which system my freighter is in, but I don't think it will. I didn't note which system I was in. It's not telling me. Let's teleport. So it's telling me the status of the system, but not the name of the system. So let's get back to my freighter. Get the Aronim. How are you, Double Tap? Oh, I don't have that much Aronim. It can be made with paraffinium and ionized cobalt. Well, there's some ionized cobalt. I don't have much of it. But I've got paraffinium somewhere. I had paraffinium somewhere. I had a whole bunch of paraffinium. What's going on? I had a whole bunch of paraffinium. I mined up a heap of it. This is why you need to be able to pin organize this by pinning things to particular slots. So that you don't constantly have to do this. Okay, I've lost all my paraffinium. Great. There's a swamp planet with paraffinium, so let's go off to Ranon. No, I looked at the base storage. The freighter storage and the base storage is the same. I mined up like a whole heap of it. Not going to be that planet, I don't think. Come on. You can do it. You can... Nope. 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 And now I've completely lost what I was in the middle of doing, and I'm... Like, I was in the middle of doing something, and I have no idea what it was, and... A short detour has turned into... Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do now, but...
Units received. Units received. Units received.
But I was going to do a short detour to my base. And now my short detour to my base has turned into a whole side quest. And I don't remember what the main thing I was doing was. It doesn't matter. It will still be there. It's the ultimate squirrel syndrome. I absolutely have a paraffinium mine on my first playthrough, but
Technology recharge.
oh, it's crafted. Wow. Need a lot more. So I'm going to need cobalt and paraffinium. So how much cobalt do I have? Quite a bit. So let's get this out of... Let's put some cobalt into here. Let's put that much in. I mean, the other thing I could do is I could open up some of those floating crystals that I've been getting, and I'd probably get what I needed, but...
Technology recharge.
It's the... I don't know, it's the weird just squirrel what's in front of me mechanic that makes this game so much fun. Because it's the same sort of things that make life interesting, but unlike with life, when you've got these challenges in front of you, you can't just turn around and say, you know what, I don't want to deal with this right now. In game, I can say, I've had enough of this, I'm turning it off, I'll come back later.
Technology recharge.
There's an unknown building over there. There's an unknown building over there. I want to dig up a little more paraffinium before I leave the planet. Thought I saw an unidentified thing.
Units received.
Ooh. Ah. Eee. It's the same one I've seen before. There's got to be more paraffinium, right?
Units received.
Looks like paraffinium, smells like paraffinium, doesn't mine like paraffinium. It's probably that direction I'm headed. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? I found a new region.
Toxin protection falling. Technology recharge.
Keep bouncing off stuff.
Units received.
I am terrible at movement in this game. Is this going to be the paraffinium I just mined? What are the odds this is the paraffinium I just mined? Okay, it doesn't look like it. Phew. It's possible that a paraffinium mine might be the one big one that I set up. Because I seem to keep coming across it. Is it? I don't know. We'll see. I am probably going to want to set up a great galactic empire, but I might do that on the other save.
Technology recharge.
I fell into a hole. How was I supposed to know it was there? It's not as if I dug it or anything. You dig it?
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
Hey, dude. Some streams I'm definitely more engaged than others. I think I'm just tired. Radiation protection falling.
Toxic protection.
Oh, toxic protection falling.
Technology recharge.
I think I noticed I was running a little low on copper.
Weather update. Storm clearing. Technology recharge.
Going to be interesting to see what Light No Fire is like, because they're using a lot of the same technology they did on this to generate a full planet. Like, you may think these are full planets, but it's like a multi-biomed Earth for a fantasy world, and it's going to be absolutely insane, I think. I hope that they can pull it off. What I really hope is that Light No Fire is open world enough that people can use it for telling their own role-playing stories. So could you imagine what it's like if it's a big enough world that you could find an area in the game that, or you could spawn into an area in the game and then turn around and say, okay, we're going to, as part of our role-playing game, we're going to sort of adventure in this area and tell our own stories. And if the game doesn't offer certain mechanics or anything, you just do that as part of your role-playing game. So if you want to, you know, combat certain things and they're not there and you want to battle the evil wizard in his tower, you can build the tower for the evil wizard and then turn around and say, and have your normal role-playing session, and it's like, we need to go to the wizard's tower and everything, and then you do your session around that. But you basically do all of your sort of session visualization and stuff in the game, even though you're running all of your combats and stuff using your normal tabletop system. I reckon that'd be awesome. So the new version of D&D has pretty much been rejected by every long-term D&D group I know. Like, it's insane. So much that many of them have even, like, rejecting the 5e that they've been... So there's multiple editions of D&D. And I was going to say most recent, but the edition that's been current for the last 6 or 7 years is 5th edition. And it's the edition that has really popularized Dungeons and Dragons. And I thought it was okay, not phenomenal. And the edition that I really enjoyed, 4th edition, is the one that everyone hated. Like, everyone hated. And it's 18 years old now.
Technology recharge.
But anyway, there was so much hatred for 4th Ed. And I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a really good system and it had a lot of good stuff going for it. But the... the edition before that, 3rd edition, was incredibly well received as well. So, and it's what led to games like Pathfinder and a whole heap of stuff like that. So, the new edition of 5th edition, with which I can't even remember what they're calling it now, but you know, D&D 2025 or something. But it has been so badly received that people have stopped playing 5th edition. So they've not only not moved to the new edition, they've stopped playing the previous edition. It's insane how much they've ruined. And this is a game with millions of fans. And as I said, I knew 9 groups that were regularly playing D&D. And I think, having read the new version, 5 of them have... all of them have said they're not moving to the new edition. And 4 or 5 of them have stopped playing 5e. Even though it's still there and they can keep playing. It was like, yeah, we're kind of done with this. It's just... we're just kind of done with it. It's like, wow. I'm just going to summon my ship in. Okay, so let's just bring my ship in. Hello, there. I really liked AD&D. Yeah, First Ed was... First edition was really, really good. I enjoyed it a lot. If I was going to play an edition recreationally, just for fun, it would probably be, I don't know, I'd be happy with any of 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, or even 5th. 2nd edition, maybe not. 2nd edition was okay. There were some improvements over 1st, but I don't think I'd play 2nd by choice. It's like, it's not good enough. It's not better enough than 3rd or 1st that I would... like, 1st would be a nostalgia trip. I'd just go to 3rd, I think. And honestly, I think I'd just play 4th. Yeah, 3.5. It's 3.5. 3 or 3.5. I've got both here somewhere. I'm really looking forward to seeing what they do with DC-20. I was looking at a new system called Shadow Dark, but for the price of it, I don't think it's offering enough. Everyone's calling it the fantasy role-playing system of 2024. I'm not convinced that it's offering enough for me. I don't know. It looks really interesting. I like some of the things that it's doing, but to get a copy in Australia is like $250 for a book, a hardcover book that's like, let's find an example. It's not even a full-size folio. So it would be a book. Come on. My bookshelf is too packed. So I'm not sure if it's a book that size or smaller. It may even be smaller than that. And it would be $250. I think it's actually closer to... Oops. Drop those. I think it would actually be closer to that size. So really small little book, and $250 to get a copy into the country is like, oh no, just no. No, people hated 4th edition, like absolutely loathed it. I like 4th edition, I really did. People hated 4th edition because it was like, I don't want to play a video game in my role-playing system. It's like, and I kept challenging them. It's like, so what about it made it a role-playing system? It's like, oh, the marking system. It's like, okay. So what gives the characters the agency to be able to... Still C-class. Yeah, fine. What gives the characters the agency to be able to manipulate what the bad guys do, and what gives... Like, there were a whole bunch of 4th ed stuff pulled into 5th that people loved, and then it's like, oh, this is a great new mechanic. It's like, that's straight out of 4th ed. It's like, but 4th ed was terrible. Ionized cobalt can go back into the freighter for storage. The paraffinium can go back into the freighter for storage. The auronium can go back into the freighter for storage. They will be for selling. And I've got a whole bunch of those for buying some materials. So let's fly into space and summon the anomaly. So yeah, it's like, oh, but it's just like a video game because you've got tanks, you've got healers, and you've got DPS. It's like, but there were tanks, healers, and DPS in D&D, like in 1st ed. 3rd ed kind of made it that you needed to balance all of your classes around what needed to be done, and your wizard like would have 1 hit point. And if your DM decided that the monster was absolutely going to focus on the wizard character was just dead. It's like, oh, but the fighter would stand in the way. It's like, so what's the mechanic in the game that would allow the fighter to stand in the way? It's like, oh, he just would. So you're saying this was designed as a tactical war game, and the mechanic was he just would. There was no mechanic in the system that allowed that to happen. So the DM would just go, I killed the wizard. In 4th ed, they finally decided to sort of structure that. Actually, I want some wood stuff. Don't have enough salvage data. Huh.
Item received. 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 Item received.
Ah, okay. Back to the ship, back to the ship, back to the ship, back to the ship. Save, save, save. Thank you everyone for watching. I need to go deal with a very, very sudden oncoming migraine. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to sign off much faster than normal. Good luck with everything. If I don't see you before I get back, if I don't play again before I leave, because I leave very early tomorrow morning, I will see you in a couple of weeks. Bye everyone.